Hey everyone, welcome. Welcome to my channel on this Thursday night. Um, I just realized this is like a pretty scary thing that I'm doing, but we move with fear. We move with fear. So I'll just wait for everyone to join in. But yeah, tonight I will be doing a live reading of my book, Cocoon, Affirmations for Transformation. This is a book I released, was that a month ago at this point? I think so. Um, So if you were at Exodus Summit this year, which is the online virtual summit for Black women looking to take a career break, sabbatical, move abroad, I spoke at Exodus Summit this year, and I published it right before then. So, hey, Alicia, hey y'all, hey Ashley, good to see you. And Ashley also has a self-care session coming up through Rest to Reset, which is on her channel too, on Saturday. So yeah. But yeah, I was just saying, this is actually a really scary thing that I'm doing. I just realized that before I went live. I'm like, girl, you're reading your book live. Yes, I am. But yeah, Cocoon, Affirmations for Transformation. So I do have the ebook copy since I am abroad at the moment. I'm in Mexico, and that's kind of part of the transformation that I've underwent this year. Just one of many. So yes. But yeah, welcome y'all. Jay, hey, yes. I'll be interviewing Jay next week on my channel at this time. So yeah, Open Victory, hello. Brown Girls and Pets too, hey. Buenas tardes, sí. Yeah, and today, November 2nd, is Dia de Muertos, Day of the Dead, which is celebrated in Mexico, honoring our ancestors who have passed on. So yeah, I didn't choose this day on purpose, but I was like, you know what, that makes a lot of sense. I did have a pretty significant loss this year, which is another thing that I have been grappling with. So if you have experienced that too, you're not alone. Yeah. Deja, hey, yes. Welcome, y'all. Yes, thank you so much for being here. Let's see. Do anything? I'm scared, y'all. I'm nervous. Yes. Rebloom room. Hey. Buenas tardes. Yes. I love the Spanish. I'm in the middle of learning Spanish fluently. I can get by on what I have, but in the process of becoming fluent. So yes. Oh, thank you, Ashley. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, I did link Cocoon. So it is free to download as the ebook version from now until Sunday, November 5th, through Amazon Kindle. Yeah. But yeah. Okay, y'all, I guess we can get started. I want this to feel like a book club, low lighting, chill vibe. So yes. Thank you. Yes, you are so right. You are surrounded by kind women. Yes, I absolutely am. Yes. And I appreciate y'all so much for being here. Yes. All right. Cocoon. Affirmations for Transformation. Okay. I'll start with the dedication. So this book is dedicated to you. You are undergoing a radical life transformation and finding it hard to trust that you will ever emerge from your cocoon. I hope this book will help you navigate the complex emotions that often arise during this process of intense change and solidify your trust that you will indeed emerge from your cocoon victorious, even if you can't envision it right now. So, yeah. Love it here. Yes. I love it here too. I love it here too. Yes. Thank you so much. Downloaded your ebook. Yes. I'm happy to hear that. Yes. Yeah, and I also linked in the description Lavendula, the writer. She also has an amazing book, The Box, which actually inspired me to write my own book after meeting her in the garden, which is Alicia Bernice's amazing community for Black women, rediscovering our creative gifts, which kind of propelled me down this path of even being able to publish this to the world. So yeah, the power of community, right? The power of community and collaboration. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna read along in my copy. Yay, Jay, yes, yes, yes. Mara, hey, yeah. Love the purple. Thank you. I had to put the Exodus Summit sweater on, y'all. This is a special special occasion. But yes, yes, thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. Going right to the acknowledgments. So thank you to the earth for serving as a consistent source of clarity and an endless well of inspiration. Thank you to my family and friends for their unyielding love and support. I would also like to express gratitude to Alicia Renice, the artist, for creating The Garden, a community for Black women rediscovering their creativity. This community has uplifted me in sisterhood and helped me achieve my lifelong dream of becoming an author. Yes, it's all true, all true. And I did want to link The Garden in the description or the chat. But you can still join The Garden if you are interested in also tapping back into your creativity, rediscovering yourself, healing in a safe community made for Black women. Yes, still open. Yeah. Yes. I mean every word too. I mean every word. Yeah. Okay. So affirmations for transformation. Y'all cannot really see this very well at all. It's the e-copy. Again, I'm abroad at the moment, so I did one of the things of going abroad, had to put my books in storage and transition to like the ebook model, which is not my favorite. I prefer hard copy books, but this works too. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. And thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Starting off with the affirmations. I have the power to change my life. If it's not going in the direction I desire, I have the power to pivot. Hey, Natural LID. Hey, yes. It's so good to see y'all. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Yes. I stand confident in my ability to continue healing from the oppression I have experienced. And this was one of the affirmations I wrote to myself in leaving a toxic job, which I know is the case for a lot of us, experiencing oppression in these environments, making it seem like you don't know what you're talking about. People look at you like you have two heads sometimes, which is what I experienced. So just having that affirmation to guide me, like I can continue healing from this. It's not me. It's not me. Yeah, the Dark Knight. Hey, yeah, just here to appreciate the incredible energy. I appreciate that. Good to see you. Yeah. Okay. I prioritize my peace by only entertaining opportunities that feel energetically aligned. I think this is pivotal because a lot of us are taught that we have to say yes to everything that comes our way. If it doesn't feel energetically aligned, we have the power to say no. No. And, that's fine. I use my authentic voice to communicate my story openly and honestly. There is no shame in my journey. Yeah. I operate from a place of abundance and share what I have freely with others. I take moments for myself when I feel called to without shame or guilt. Yeah. Rebloom room. Yes. Baby, I quit my job this week. I feel like I can breathe again. Okay, that deserves a little pause. Yes. Thank you for sharing that. That's amazing. That's amazing. You feel like you can breathe again. A lot of these jobs restrict our breath. I know that I experienced that, right? Holding my breath. That's powerful. Thank you. I'm celebrating you. Yeah. Yep. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yay. That's amazing. Yes. Congratulations. Yep. Sis. Yeah. Yeah. But you were on the path. You were on the path. And I'm celebrating you too, because I know you've been doing big things too. So, yes. Yes. Ashley, yes, these jobs can be so toxic. They really can. They can drain the life force out of us, literally and figuratively, right? They can like deplete us to where we have nothing left to give ourselves or anyone else. Serious. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this will be me soon. Yes, yes. Love the sunshine. Yes. Yeah. I'm excited, y'all. Thank y'all for feeling safe enough to share this because I always want to make sure that this is a safe space. So, yes, celebrating all of this. Yeah. Yeah. Congratulations. Enjoy that freedom, that part. Yep. Yep. Constantly going towards freedom. That's right. Okay. Guess I'll continue with the affirmations. Here we are. I know that I deserve better, and I'm taking action to go after what lights my soul on fire. I don't have to be fearful of what the future holds. I can lean into excitement for what is to come. I don't have to stay chained to a sinking ship. I can break my own shackles and free myself. And that was a powerful one that was kind of downloaded to me. Just thinking about the middle passage, which is the route that a lot of our ancestors were forced on, right? From the west coast of Africa to the Americas, what we now know as the Americas. So yeah, yeah, we have to free ourselves. Yeah. Yes, and there's a portion of us that belongs only to us. No job is deserving of our best. Yes, that part. That part. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Take your time. Your time will come. Yeah, it will. It was a journey. It was a journey for me. It took me, when was that? From the time they gave me the second job, woo, which is the case for a lot of us. They will pile on an additional role to us. And I had Jackie Abram on my channel a couple of weeks ago, and she referred to that as the workhorse that they often make us. Just pile, additional responsibilities, additional duties on because we're not viewed as human, and we're viewed as we can take it, we can withstand it, and we're human. So naturally, our bodies start to break down. We have so much work. So yeah, that's real. Thank you. Yes, snaps. Yeah. Hopefully this feels like a, cafe, just reading. Yes, I love it. Yeah. That sinking ship. Yeah. 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 Absolutely. Mara. Oh, yeah. No worries. No worries. Yeah. I just feel called to read that one again, y'all. That it's resonating with me. I don't have to stay chained to a sinking ship. I can break my own shackles and free myself, as our ancestors have done time and time again. You can free yourself. You can break your own chains. You don't need their key. They try to convince us that we need their key. We don't. Yeah. Yeah. Feels like healing within community. I'm glad. I'm glad. Yes. 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 Yep. Okay. I can try on different versions of myself until I find the one that fits. I will have to choose to save myself over and over again. I don't have to stay in a place that's harming me. Um, but yeah, the one I will have to choose to save myself over and over again. That's real. That's real. In so many of these environments, right? Living in systems of oppression, a lot of us are in one toxic environment after another. And unfortunately, we do have to save ourselves a lot, a lot. So that's real. Yeah. Okay. Does it feel like cafe vibes? Yes. That was my intention. Yes. Okay. I'm happy to hear that. Southern Babe. Yes. Is this new book going to be on Audible so I can hear the audio version? That is on my to do list. I think it's a little more complicated, and I may be making that up, but that is a goal. That is a goal. So thank you for bringing that up. Yeah. Easier in the morning on the commute. Understood. Yeah. Yeah. I'll have to choose to save myself over and over again. Yep. Yeah. It's real. It's real. Yeah. And I wish that wasn't the case, right? I wish we didn't have to save ourselves. But it is the reality, the unfortunate reality. especially as Black women in this society. Yes. Yeah. All right, y'all. Flipping to the next page. Multiple truths can exist at the same time. I can want change and also be fearful of it. So that's real. So the fear doesn't have to go away for you to make the change. I am still scared living abroad. Like that fear did not go away. It lessens every day that I'm here. And I'm kind of able to put myself in the new environment and reassure myself that I'm okay, but it doesn't dissipate. And you don't have to wait until the fear, completely goes away before you take action. You can move forward. Yeah. I'm free to alter my current circumstances and boldly go towards the life of my dreams. Telling myself the truth about what I'm feeling will not kill me, but not doing so might. Ooh. That was one that, it got me. It got me. So yeah, all throughout my life, I have received like downloads, like spiritual downloads. And it's just now at this age realizing that, wow, those are actually guiding me. Those are powerful. And I know that's the case for a lot of us. But yeah, sometimes messages will come through and I'll be like, okay, I wasn't ready for that. I wasn't ready for that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's easier than I thought it was going to be. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I do appreciate that. Yeah. 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 Jay, yes. I'm telling you, that's how I feel sometimes. I'm like, okay, now I wasn't ready for that one. But yeah, yeah. It's real. It's real. So just to repeat that one, telling myself the truth about what I'm feeling will not kill me, but not doing so might. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Yes, I'm planning Mexico next year. Fingers crossed. My job almost got with me today. If I want to aim for a promotion, I had to dig deep, and I don't want to suffer for more pay. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that, and I think everyone's has a different journey towards that. So yes, I'm with you. I'm with you. But if Mexico is your dream, always here as a resource, right? Leaning into community, sharing what we know, sharing our knowledge so that we don't have to start over from scratch all the time. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, you got this. You got this. Yeah. Yeah. Telling the truth. How moving. We lie to ourselves and make excuses for so long. Yeah. 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 And change is hard. Change is hard, right? I have a video on my channel. I think it was my first video, the cycle of change. So going through that process is difficult because you have to literally develop new neural pathways in your brain. So this is a physical process, changes. Yeah. So it's hard. It's hard sometimes. Yeah. Lying to myself about my feelings and body keeps calling me out. Yeah. I can relate to that. I can relate to that. Yeah. Yeah. Read Blue Room says, Mara, they will try to hoover you back. Resist. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Hoover is a tactic of a narcissist in a lot of these workplaces. Side note, function as narcissists. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Okay. All right. I don't have to burn myself out to please other people. I can choose to put my own needs first. Yes. Yeah. I have to feel the anger to get to the truth. Ooh, this one hit me too. Um, Feeling the anger, right? A lot of us are taught that anger is a negative emotion that we should avoid all the time. But you actually have to feel that to get to what you're really the root of it. And it's okay to be angry. We're taught that it's not. It's okay to be angry. Some things do make you angry. That's a human emotion. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I've learned so much from your channel. Yeah. It's okay to try new things if it does not resonate. I'm not stuck. Yeah. I won't know until I take a leap. Yeah. 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 Alicia's channel has been pivotal for me too. For me too. Yes. So thank you, Alicia. Thank you. Yes. All right, y'all. Not my Kindle went dark. That's the thing about ebooks. Okay. Everything I've learned can be unlearned. I think that's powerful. Short and sweet. The journey had to be the journey to get to where I am today. I've sown the seeds, now I can prepare for the harvest. So this one came to me actually being afraid, seeing the seeds that I planted come to fruition. Like I know a lot of us may experience that because we're so used to being in the stage where we're just planting seeds. So when it does start to bloom, it's like, oh, I wasn't prepared for this. So that's normal. That's normal. Yeah. Yeah. Anger, yes, there's an undercurrent of anger. I thought it was depression. Anger has moved me to action. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah. I thought it was depression. Ooh, I have a lot of thoughts on that. Uh-huh. Yep. I have a lot of thoughts, especially with my the video, the live I did a few weeks ago on how we're misdiagnosed as Black women when we experience depression, anxiety, stuff like that. And even when we're experiencing natural emotions like anger, a lot of folks want to put a label on it of, and not saying that anger, you can't be angry and depressed at the same time because you absolutely can. But a lot of these things are natural responses to what we're experiencing in our environment. So yeah, that's real. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. We're grateful for you. Yeah. I decided who I am. Yep. Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. Everything I feel is telling me something. I can let uncomfortable emotions be and trust that they will pass. So a lot of the times when we're in these, stages where it feels like nothing's ever going to change, it can be all consuming. I know I went through this, but trusting that those will pass. And it's okay if you need support in helping those to pass, right? From community, from therapy, anything like that. But trust that this is just a season. If you are in a season that just feels like it will never end, it's just a season. It's just a season. You'll get to the other side. Yeah. It's okay to invite joy in. I can let it come in and take a seat. So, how many of us are afraid of joy? Me. Sometimes, whew. I don't trust joy sometimes, but learning to sit in it. It's okay to be happy. It's okay to have joy. It's not going to be ripped away. Something I'm still unlearning. Yeah. I have to give myself time to grieve what I thought would be true. Sometimes I will have to love people from afar. I can go back and retrieve parts of myself that I lost along the way. So all is not lost, especially when we're talking about leaving a toxic job, right? A lot of us have had to hide parts of ourselves for so long in these environments, but they're still there. You can still unearth them. If you're around the right people, if you're taking in the right messaging, um, as you're healing, you can come back to yourself. So all is not lost. All is not lost. Yeah. Now, I would love to know, is there a particular affirmation that resonates with you? I would love to know. Excuse me. Dark Knight says, yeah, it's funny. I've been suspicious of joy lately too, because so much has been going right lately in my professional life. I'm like, yo, is it really okay to be happy? Woo, that's real. Yep. I experienced that too. Yep. Like, is it really okay to be happy? Because I know I'll be looking around like, okay, something's about to happen that, because I don't trust this. I don't trust this. That's real. Yeah. Yeah. Ashley says, after a traumatic career transition, I did start to fear that I couldn't trust any joy I was experiencing. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah. Yeah, that's real. That's real. Because a lot of these are tied to our experiences that we've had in the past, where it wasn't okay to be happy. It wasn't okay to have joy. Someone over there saw us having joy and then wanted to rip it away real quick. And unfortunately, that's the type of society we live in, right? Living in systems of oppression. Joy can be dangerous to express sometimes, depending on what environment you're in. That's real. Yeah. Hey, y'all. Yeah. I have to grieve what I thought would be true. Yeah. This is real for me. Yeah. I have to grieve what I thought would be true. And it's a grief process. Me, transitioning out of a toxic job, Dr. Kimani talks about this a lot on her channel. It is a grief process. We think of grief just in when someone we love passes away, right? But it's anything that you were attached to at one point and it goes away. You go through a grief process. So you have to grieve what you thought would be true. The hopes that you had when you started out. I know me being in that job, like I had so many hopes. I was like, okay, this is the career I'm about to be in for the rest of my life. And then it just kind of disintegrated over time, and coming to that reality, sitting with that is not easy. And it takes time to get to that realization that this isn't what I signed up for. And it's okay to pivot. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah. I'm like, all right, where's the white person gonna bring me? Gonna bring me out of my character at this job. Come on. I know they hide in the bathroom. Yeah. Yeah. Relatable. Relatable. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah. KJ says, yes, I can go back and retrieve parts of myself. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You can. You can. Because we come here knowing who we are. And it is only through this process of socialization that a lot of us begin to hide who we are. Because people tell us it's not okay over time. So we begin to chip away at ourselves and we become kind of a shell of who we really were put here to be. But you can always go back and pick up those pieces. You're a mosaic, right? Pick up the pieces. That is possible. Yeah. Rebloom Room says, I'm free to alter my current circumstances and boldly go towards the life of my dreams. Yeah. Yes. It's true. Thank y'all for sharing these with me. Oh, I feel the love, y'all. I feel the love. Yes. Southern Bay, for the affirmation of letting go of how I thought things were going to be. I'm in a process of unlearning and remembering who I've been, but she got a little lost with circumstances. Yes, me too. Me too. Yeah. Yeah, that's real. Yeah, and I think we all, can relate to that. Losing parts of ourselves, shrinking ourselves, kind of fitting ourselves into these boxes that really don't feel right. And they weren't who we were put here to be. We have the power to go back and pick up the pieces. I forgive myself for letting myself down. Yeah. Yeah. That's real. That's real. Yeah. I feel guilty feeling joy when I'm aware that others are suffering. Ooh, that hit. That hit. Yep. Especially what we're seeing happening in the world. It's there's not a word for it. I've tried to come up with a word. There's not a word for what we're seeing. But it does feel kind of like, do I deserve to feel joy when I'm seeing so many people suffering? That's real. That's real. I didn't know better. Yeah. 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 Because all you can do is make the decision at the time with the information that you have. That's all you can do. And I think that helps alleviate some of the shame that we might feel. Did you have the access to the information that you have now back then to make the decision? No. You only had the information that you had then. So you made the best decision with that information. Yeah. Yeah. Everything I've learned, I've unlearned. My trauma and past does not define me. I have control of who I want to be and am, and not what society tells me to be. Yeah. Thank you. Yes. Yeah. Dark Nate, yeah. Yeah, that grief is real. Yeah. It's like I grieve life from pre-2008. I grieve the feeling of feeling like life was nearly planned and that everything was going to be okay. It was an illusion, but low key, yeah. I miss that illusion subconsciously, but I got to let it go. That's real. That's real. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Everything that we were attached to, once we become unattached to it, there's a grief process. Whether that is losing someone we love, which is how we see grief traditionally talked about, but anything in life that you developed an attachment to. When it ends, you're going to grieve. You're going to grieve that. Mhm. Okay, Southern Babe says, I resonate so much. I'm working with my dream company, Fortune 500 status symbol, blah, blah. It's not what I thought. And that's okay. Yeah, I forgive myself. Yeah. Yeah. I can relate to that. Yep. The dream job. The dream job. Mm. But a lot of thoughts on that. Yeah. Because I also experienced that too. Thinking that it was perfect. And then slowly coming to the radical acceptance that no, this is actually deeply, deeply harmful. And coming to that takes time. So you don't have to rush that process. But once you have that awareness and you're able to sit with that truth of, oh my gosh, this isn't what I thought it was going to be. That's the first part to changing, putting yourself first and going towards what does feel better and does feel right. Yeah. Jay says, yeah, that has been my journey these last months. I didn't know better and I forgave myself. That's right. Yeah. Yeah. Forgive yourself. Yeah. Free Blue Room. So much self-censorship. I didn't even realize I was allowing myself to be muted. Ooh, that's real. That's real. Thank you. This was the case for me as well. I had actually physically lost my voice at one point. I couldn't talk. And working with Coach Yolanda, she's like, that's probably because your voice has been silenced this whole time. So it has physical effects on us too, of having to hold our truth back, hold the things that we see that are glaringly obvious. And when we do try to, state them, it's met with vitriol, it's met with hostility. And so we learn to silence our own voices and mute ourselves. Yeah. So I can completely relate to that. Thank you. Just passing through. The affirmation of letting go of how I thought things were going to be comes with so much grief for me. Mm-hmm. Letting go hurts because all the sacrifices I made in pursuit of a place in a rigged society. Yeah. Ooh, that's powerful. Yep. Letting go of things are going to be. Yeah. All the sacrifices I made in pursuit of a place in a rigged society. Uh-huh. Yeah. Ooh. And this is a rigged society. Yep. Yeah. And so many of us make sacrifices because we're told that's what we have to do. That's what we have to do to be safe. But then we get to the point where it's just like that realization that no, I can't do this anymore. I can't do this anymore. So that's real. Yeah. Grieving perfectionism. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, Jay. Perfectionism. Something I struggle with myself. Something I'm unlearning, right? What was learned can be unlearned. So being like an honor roll student my whole life, constantly seeking external validation in the form of academic achievements, and then seeing my life kind of blow up and having to realize that I have to validate myself internally, no matter what title I have, no matter who's telling me good job. It's like that has to come from me. That's the only consistent source of validation that I should be seeking is from me. Yeah. How did you come to the title Cocoon? That is a good question. It came to me one day. It was downloaded to me. And interestingly, I had seen a cocoon hanging from a bench when I was in graduate school. And it was just there by itself. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. I took a picture of it. But then the word kept coming back to me and I would see it. So synchronicity, right? I would keep seeing it. And then I just had a vision. I'm like, okay, this is a book. This is a book. And then being in the garden, realizing that I can just take the affirmations that I had written myself over the past year and a half in transitioning from a extremely toxic work environment. I can just take those, compile them into a book format, and then that's Cocoon. That's my first book. But yeah, that was a download. That was a spiritual download I received. Yeah. So thank you for asking that. Yeah, this feels like group therapy. I love that. Leave Bloom Room. Thank you. That really warms my heart. Thank you. Thank you. Community therapy. Yeah. Community therapy is a thing. It is a thing. Yep. It is a thing. Yep. And that was one of the things, again, on the live I did about Black women's mental health. Sister circles, right? Just sitting in community with other people who are on the same wavelength as you, sharing stories is healing. It's very healing, because a lot of us live in isolation. In the society we live in, that's on purpose because of the power that we have as community. When we are able to get in rooms like this, even virtually, and share like, oh, I went through that too. Like, I've been thinking that too. That's when ideas and change starts to come together. So yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, it does feel like community therapy. Yeah, thank y'all. Thank y'all. That makes me happy. Yeah. Listen, at this point, Marissa should get her therapy license. All those lives have been therapy. Thank you. Thank you. I have thought about that. I have thought about becoming a clinical social worker. There are a lot of thoughts amongst Black social workers, the value of a clinical license, and really the anti-Blackness and the test scores of taking your exam, plus all of the hours that you have to do that are often, sometimes unpaid or very low paid. So that's another 2 years of training that I would have to do, but I have considered that. So thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Alicia too. Yeah. Yeah. I'm like real life having free therapy. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. She's in, yes. Yeah. I do have a master's degree in social work. I don't know if I would do it again if I had the chance to do it again. Um, that's a whole other live, my experiences in graduate school. But yeah, I do have a master's degree in social work. How long did it take you to write your book? I'm so excited to get my copy. Yay, thank you, Southern Babe. It's let's see, it was a period of like a year and a half to 2 years of just affirmations that I wrote in my notes app. And Alicia talks about this a lot, but we have so many ideas in our notes app that are just sitting there waiting to be expressed, waiting to come to fruition. So being in the garden, which is the community she created, I was able to compile these, and actually speaking with Lavendula, the writer, who also has an amazing book, The Box. She actually walked me through the process of how to publish on Amazon. So if you go through the route of Kindle Direct Publishing, it's free. It's completely free to publish your book. And that's the route that I went through. So if you have a notes app filled with ideas and you think you could compile them into a book, all it takes is just compiling them into a Word document. So it's that easy. And then Marissa T, MNT The Artist, let me use her Book Bolt subscription, which allowed me to format it into a book and submit it to Amazon KDP. So that is the process I went through. Yeah. Yeah, I do have a master's. Yeah. Thank you. Ooh, it was a time. It was a time getting that master's degree, but yes. Yeah. It's okay. Sure, there are a lot of community therapy too. I join Code meeting from time to time. These spaces are definitely therapy. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Hope and Victory says, when do you read the affirmations? In the morning, before sleeping? When is the right time? Whatever time feels right to you, I think. I think throughout the day, I would just kind of, as they came to me, I would put them on my notes app. And then when I was feeling like, just completely stuck, I would say that's when I would go back to them. So I don't think it's, for me at least, it wasn't a certain type of time of the day. But yeah, I have heard that a lot of people do read affirmations right in the morning to kind of start your day off right. But whatever time feels right to you. Whenever you just need an affirming word, an encouraging word to go back to. Yeah. Yeah, community is everything. It is. It is. Yeah. Okay, y'all. All right. I almost forgot I was reading my book. The chat is so interesting. Okay. The more I speak my truth, the more truth will be revealed to me. Ooh, this one's heavy. This one's heavy. Again, being in such my truth, um, a lot of that was suppressed. And as I began just slowly sharing my story, my journey, which is why I would encourage you to start a YouTube channel if you feel so called, no pressure. But being able to share your story openly is very healing. And the more truth that you are able to share, the more is downloaded to you because you get some of that unstuck. Hmm. Yeah. I can commit to doing things that bring me joy and peace. I won't be afraid to celebrate the victory when it arrives. Every day I wake up, I'm a different person. So you have agency, right? You have agency every day you wake up. If you want to do something different, you can. If you want to eat something different, you can. If you want to go somewhere different, you can. You have agency. You have agency. I may have to create what I wish existed. Yes. I have every right to deny someone access to my brilliance. Ooh, yep. As a healing people pleaser, right? Feeling like you have to let everyone into your orbit or else no one will come along. It's okay to deny people access to your gifts. It's okay to deny people access to your space. Not everyone deserves access to you and your brilliance. And this is a lesson I really wish I would have, someone would have shared with me early on in my life, very early on. It's okay to limit who has access to you. You actually have to do that in order for your life to be sustainable and joyful for you. Okay? Because some people will come in and just try to take everything from you. Yeah, that's real. Yeah. I would discourage anyone from dreaming of labor. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I missed a comment. Yes. Just passing through. I tell any Black girl younger than me who will listen to chase their dream self instead of a dream job. Because if the dream job turns out to be hell, you at least have a healthy, centered you. Woo! Gems. Thank you. Yes. Yep. Chase your dream self instead of a dream job. Yep. That's real. That's real. Because you have to be centered in order for anything else in your life, right, to feel balanced. Are you centered? Are you centered? And a lot of us are taught we have to seek that in environments. We have to seek people's approval constantly. We have to seek the accolades. We have to seek the degrees, the external validation constantly. And it becomes a trap in a never ending cycle that we're constantly chasing this. So, what happens when it doesn't come through? What happens when it's taken away? What happens when you are in a toxic environment and it feels like your world is crumbling because you no longer have the job or the title? That's why it's so important to have that within, because that's unshakable. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Yeah, and I would love to host like workshops for, younger women, because there's a lot of lessons I would have loved to have had that I'm just now realizing at this age. Yeah, thank you for sharing that, just passing through. Yeah. Boundaries. Boundaries. Boundaries are key. Mm, boundaries are key. Yep. Just passing through. How did you overcome the guilt to come to the place where you can affirm that I have every right to deny others access to my brilliance? It's a work in process. It's a work in process. From day to day, so on the good days, I'm able to say that and just be like, yeah, you don't get access to me. On the days that I struggle with that, it's still a struggle. It's still a struggle. It's a constant learning process from day to day, of affirming myself, of realizing the roots of why I thought I had to have everyone have access to me. Often that stems from a childhood abandonment wound, which is the case for me. So it's going back to the roots of, why do I feel this way? Who told me that, or what was the messaging that I received that I did have to bend myself in half to have other people accept me? Where did that come from? That's often rooted in childhood trauma. So yeah, I'm going to talk about childhood trauma going forward. As I'm learning and as I'm talking with people like Angela Kanu, who I talked with at Exodus Summit this year. She's also a social worker, but we have been talking about the impacts of childhood trauma and how to bring that information to more people, because that's very important. The majority of our brain development happens before the age of 9. So if you had a really traumatic childhood, you are, forced to grapple with those wounds that were left at such an early age. And a lot of us still have those that we're dealing with, that we're healing from as adults. So yeah. Thank you for asking that. Deny people access to you. It's a form of self-preservation. Boundaries have given me peace. Southern Babe, thank you for sharing that. Boundaries have given me peace. I gotta write that down. Yes. That's so real. Peace. Yeah. It's taking me 10 plus for my associate's degree, but I have no thrive to finish. I used to feel insecure, but honestly, it's not what I want. Went to school because I had to, not because I wanted to. Yeah, thank you for sharing that. And yeah, there's no time limit. No shame, no time limit. And I also had that messaging too. College is a whole different story. Would I choose to go that route again? No one provided me with information that I could go a different route. So that was the route I was kind of placed on, which is the case for a lot of us. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Cut off toxic people. Yeah. Yes. I'm not for everybody, and that's okay. That's okay. That is absolutely okay. Yep. All right, y'all. Okay. I can't live in any other moment than the one I'm living in right now. So this is for my people like me. I tend to live in the future. I tend to catastrophize about what could happen in the future. That takes me out of the present. So just reminding myself to stay rooted in the present. That's the only moment that we have control over, the present. You can plan for the future, but you're always rooted in the present. So just staying there. And I think breathing has been really pivotal for me in that. Breathing, centering, staying connected to nature as much as possible, to be rooted in the present moment. Yeah. I can teach while I'm still learning. So you don't have to be an expert. A lot of us feel like we have to have learned it all, have the degrees, have the letters behind our names in order to teach other people. But as you're learning, you can also teach. And I think it makes it more real when someone is going through their process too, and they're also teaching, because then it feels more relatable. It doesn't feel so, you're up here, I'm down here. Yeah. I'm giving birth to a new me. The fact that my heart is still open after all I've been through is truly a miracle. Ooh, yes. I can let my anger be the source of my inspiration. I'm being called to completely reimagine my life. It's okay to acknowledge that this chapter of my life has come to a close. Jay, thank you for this question. Yeah, what made you include I can teach while I'm still learning? I think it's validating myself and even undertaking something like teaching folks about entrepreneurship, which Jay is in my community for Black women entrepreneurs. But realizing that I don't have to be in this for 10 plus years to start sharing knowledge. I can start sharing knowledge now with what I'm learning. Um, so I think that really was the impetus for it. Yeah, yeah. And I think also learning about decolonization and not really having to be within a hierarchy, or kind of unlearning the idea of a hierarchy, because we're often taught the teacher student model. It's very, you're up here, I'm down here. I can't question you. The teacher can't really share their faults or their flaws or anything like that. So it's pushing back against the idea, the teacher student model that we're taught under colonization too. Yeah. Yeah. Natural LID. Yeah, I love that affirmation. Reminds me of Maya Angelou quote I lean into. When you learn, teach. When you give. Yes. I have been, yeah, following that quote for years now. Yes, that quote is very special to me. Yeah. Hope and victory. I am now aware of my breathing too. Yeah, I was used to hold it most of the time. I'm learning to breathe again. Oh, I love that for you. I'm learning to breathe again. Me too. Me too. Yep. Yep. I am someone who holds my breath all throughout the day, and then I'll get to the end of the day and be like, why am I so tired? Girl, you haven't been breathing all day. You haven't been breathing all day. So yeah, it's just reminding ourselves that we do need oxygen, right? We do need to take in oxygen to really center ourselves in the present moment. Yeah. Okay. It's okay to acknowledge that this chapter of my life has come to a close. With every ending, I trust that there is a new beginning on the horizon. I release my grip on trying to control the outcome. I choose to stay focused on enjoying the process instead. I can unlearn the idea that other people know what's best for me better than I do. I can give myself permission to create a new life. Comfort doesn't always equate to happiness. Just because it's easier doesn't necessarily make it better. If I have a dream in my heart, I trust that I will be taken care of in pursuit of that dream. I can leave whenever it feels right to me. Yeah. Southern Babe, yes. I did not know about other routes outside of college. Me neither. In my world, it was STEM or you'll be homeless. Yes, teacher said that. Don't get caught in sunken cost fallacy. Yeah, yeah. I have a lot. The way that they dangle homelessness over us. Working as a virtual assistant for Dr. Kimani, and her channel is Lifting as We Climb Consulting on YouTube. I have heard stories over and over again of Black women staying in toxic jobs with like the threat of homelessness, the fear of homelessness hanging over our heads to make us stay in these environments that are actually killing us. So the way that is used as a tactic of control and manipulation within the society that we live in is terrifying. It's terrifying, it's unacceptable, and it's infuriating. It's infuriating. So yeah, thank you. I could have learned to code for free and start my own thing. Now I know, do your own business. Yeah, yeah. There are so many options that exist, especially with the online world, right? Online entrepreneurship. So many options. Yeah. Yeah, Mira. Yeah, I didn't start my YouTube channel at first because I'm like, am I healed enough to talk about? But I had to say, why not start now and talk about my process? I can learn and teach. Love this. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And y'all, please subscribe to Mira's channel. Yes, yes. And you've shared a lot that has helped me even. So thank you. Thank you for that. And no, you don't have to be at a healed place. I don't think any of us are really ever at a healed place because constantly throughout life, those wounds will continue to be opened. We're constantly healing. So, yeah, if you have lessons to share, as you have, share them with us. We need your knowledge. We do. Thank you. Yeah. I love this affirmation from your book. Trust that you will emerge from your cocoon victorious. Yes. Yes. You will. You will. Even if it doesn't seem like it, you will emerge victorious. Yes. Ashley says, yes, and STEM has not been good to many Black women. Nope. Not at all. Not at all. That part. Yep. Me being in finance, even not technically considered a STEM field, but extremely math heavy. But me being a Black woman in finance was not good for my spirit. They told me that was the route to financial security. So I made the money, but my spirit was being broken at the same time. So that trade-off is not, we're being forced to choose between those two things. Mm-mm. No. Yes, yes. Lavendula, yes. Glad I caught you live so I can read along. Yes, yes. Y'all, and I do have the link to the box, which is Lavendula's amazing book. Yes. Yes, that will take you to it. But yes, Lavendula has helped me write The Power of Community. Her showing me her process so transparently of how she published her book helped me be like, oh, I can do this too. And that's the power of when we share information and knowledge with each other and we don't keep it so close to the chest. It's like we allow other people to learn from what we've experienced and follow their dreams, which was the case for me. So thank you, Lavendula. Yes. Yeah. Life is not about perfection, but progress. And when we share what we have experienced, it validates others. Absolutely. Yes. Yep. Life is not about perfection, but progress. Yep. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. The Dark Knight. Yeah. Finance. Yeah. Definitely a rich old boys club. On top of the rampant corruption, I couldn't work in banking no more. Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Absolutely, it is. It is. Lots of experiences in the banking field as a Black woman that were not the best, to put it mildly. Mm-hmm. Yep. Hey y'all. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you for being here. Yes. Okay. What makes me happy won't necessarily make someone else happy, and that's okay. I can choose to do what makes me feel good. I can go where I'm celebrated, not tolerated. There is no destination, the journey is all there is. My gifts are patiently waiting for me to unwrap them. It's okay to only know that I'm going. I don't have to know where right now. I am the architect of my future. Yeah. Yeah. Open to creative opportunities and possibilities that come my way. Yeah. Yes. 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 The Dark Knight. I'll never forget when I worked at a certain big bank and my boss told me to my face, we make money by putting people in debt. Oh. Mm-hmm. Quit in a week. Yep. Yep. Ooh. And I'll say me having worked in banking um, as a social worker, and this is new to have social workers in things like banking, relatively new. I felt like I was definitely put there to be a barrier, right? A distraction from what things were actually happening behind the scenes. And that's when I had to get out because I didn't sign up for that. I didn't sign up for that. No. Jay. Oh, yes. I'm glad you're here. And I'll be interviewing Jay next week on my channel at the same time, 8 p.m. Eastern. So yeah, to talk about coaching business. Excited. Mm-hmm. It's a lot. It's a lot. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times they'll sell us these fields. They'll sell us finance, STEM, any of these well-paying career fields as the way to go for financial security. So yes, you're making the salary, but you're also experiencing hostility, people questioning you at every turn, blatant anti-Blackness in all the intersections. So sexism, misogyny in the workplace. That's what they don't tell you. That's what they don't tell you about these fields that they try to sell us. Yeah, it was hard. Yeah. So powerful. I can go where I'm celebrated, not tolerated. That part, you can. You can. Yeah. It is evil. It is. Yeah. I'm already trying not to be nervous. Oh, please don't be nervous. No, I understand because I do get nervous too. I'm nervous right now, y'all. But I hope to create like a safe, welcoming environment where we can just share, just chit chat. No pressure. No pressure. But yes, I'm excited to have you as my guest next week. Yeah. Okay. I can stand tall in walking away from any and everything that doesn't feel right. So a lot of times the society will try to cut us off from how we feel and put us in our heads all the time so that logic remains supreme because they can control our minds often much easier. I don't think they can ever control our bodies. So that's one thing because our bodies always tell the truth. And I do want to say that if you have experienced like a traumatic event, want to hold space for that too. But the more that they can keep us in our heads, the more that they can control that. So if we tap into how do things feel to me? How does this feel? When this person says this to me, I get angry. I feel angry. And to avoid gaslighting yourself, it's really tapping into that feeling, that physical feeling that we have. Yeah, that's real. My destiny is not tied to their approval. In order to move forward, I may have to take a few steps backward. I've been living someone else's dream for far too long. I can choose to live my dream now. Nothing can ever be a failure because I'll always gain information. Yes. And shout out to Coach Yolanda on YouTube, who was my spiritual life coach as I was transitioning out of a toxic work environment. But yeah, that was inspired by what she shared with me. There is no failure. There is no failure, just information gathering throughout life. That's it. Yep. Oh, yay. I love it too. I love it too. Yes. Yes, we're here to cheer you on. We are. Yes. This is an amazing community. We're supporting you, uplifting you, and excited to hear what you have to share with us. Yeah. What affirmation do you always repeat for yourself? Ooh, that's a good one. Do I have one that I repeat to myself? Probably I can do hard things. That's the one I probably repeat to myself the most. Um, yeah, just because it's difficult or it may seem very detailed and strenuous, I can still do it. And I think being abroad and having, there's a lot of logistics that go into traveling, moving abroad. Having gone through that process with the help of people like Adelia, Picky Girl Travels the World, having her move abroad guide, just having a checklist to break it down, that was so helpful because I can do hard things. If I break it down into step by step, day by day, it can get done. I have the power to do it. I have the power to lead, even if it's hard, even if it's difficult. Okay. All I got to do is look back at my ancestors. What have they been through that has been just so difficult, strenuous, and they still did it? So that means that I can do it too. Yeah. Thank you for asking that. Rebloom Room. The anti-Blackness in STEM makes me nervous. My kid has a brain built for physics and math. Yeah. Yeah. That's the thing. That's so many of our natural gifts, right? Math has always been a gift of mine. I didn't have to work at it. Math has always come very easily to me. And it was never the job itself that was difficult. It was the environment that I was in. Because I can do financial calculations all day. But being in an environment that sucks the life out of you, That's the part that's really difficult. So I completely feel this. And yeah, yeah, thank you. And I'm excited for your kid too. Physics and math? Yes. Lavendula, yeah. The I've been living someone else's dream affirmation hit hard when I first read it. Yeah. 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 Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'll say like some of these things that flow to me that I just keep in my notes app again, they really drag me. They really do. Like, whew, no learning is wasted. That part. Yes, no learning is wasted. Everything in life is a lesson. Everything in life is information. Yeah. Yeah. Not you as kind, you as smart. Ugh, oof. Thoughts. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. We're rooting for you, Jay. Yes. We're rooting for you. No pressure, low key. We just want to hear what you have to share with us. That's it. Yep. Okay. I definitely lost my place. That's okay. Okay. I can place the blame where it needs to be placed. I can place the blame where it needs to be placed. A lot of us are walking around with blame that was never meant for us. Blame that needs to be put on someone else. Externalizing the blame that we have internalized is something we did wrong. That's their thing to carry. If we can take that out, if we can extract that, bring awareness to the fact that we're even carrying it in the first place, identify whose it really is, and give it back to them. That's not yours to carry. That's not yours to carry. No. Yeah, that last scene though. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. I have, yeah. So backstory. So I cleaned office buildings, houses with my grandparents growing up. And that was when I think I was in college at this point, or maybe high school. One of the people that we were cleaning her office for had that sign, a huge blown up sign of, hold on, I gotta put the quote up. Yes, of this. I guess as an inspirational thing on her desk. Every time I would walk by that, I would get so mad. I would get so mad reading that. So yeah, yep, yep. I swear, y'all some poets. Y'all should do a live where y'all collaborate and share lines from y'all. I was thinking that I have written down actually a poetry slam, an online like poetry slam, virtual YouTube gathering. I love that idea. I love that. Yeah, yeah, uh huh, yeah, yep. She had that as her inspirational post on her desk. I guess she would look at it every day, be like, "You was kind, you was smart." Oh, yes, the things I have seen cleaning people's houses. Yes, yeah. Whew. Okay. If I don't take control of my life, someone else will. I don't have to deny myself what I need. I don't have to suffer because they suffered. I can chart a new life path to heal my lineage. Sorry, y'all. Yes. Yes. No, not the big ass sign for you as kind, you was good, you was important. Yes, it's not funny. It's not. It's really not. No, it's not funny. And it was infuriating every time I walked by that, thinking that she really got inspiration from that. Every day that she saw that on her desk, that provided her with affirmations to keep going. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. Not a slam. Let's just play the hotel. Yeah. 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 That was funny. Yes. Okay. Yes. I can go towards what brings me joy unapologetically. Instead of changing myself to fit into an environment, I can plant myself in different soil and thrive. Some bridges need to be burned. It's okay to speak my truth and advocate for my well being. So, this is something that was downloaded to me as I was exiting the job. Um, Kind of felt like I was blackballed at certain points, just for raising truthful things, which is the case for a lot of us. Just for calling things out that were so obvious and so apparent that were not aligned with my values, that I was being put as the face of to carry things out that I was not comfortable with. So some of those bridges had to be burned because they weren't aligned with me. And sometimes you have to burn a bridge to not cross back over it. You know, that's real. Poetry slam. Okay, yes, read Blue Room. Yes, okay. Yes, poetry slam. I love that idea. Love it. Southern Bay, blame. No longer my cross to bear. How do you let go of that weight? Ooh, it's it's a process. It's a process, I think, but identifying the roots of it, bringing your awareness to where did I begin to take on this blame? What situation? So a lot of it happens again in childhood for a lot of us, but not always, right? But it's identifying where did that thought even come to me? Where did I pick this up? When did I pick this up? In what circumstances? Getting to the roots of that so you can begin to unearth it and place the blame where it needs to be placed. Place it on the person who did it, who caused it. For real. And I feel that a lot of us in the society, we're taught that we can't blame other people. There's this constant pressure to just blame ourselves for our circumstances, which leads a lot of us to feeling things like shame that's just so deep. And it leads to depression, anxiety, all of these things. When really there's people behind the scenes constantly making our lives more difficult. And it brings them joy to do that. Yeah. Yeah. Y'all. Y'all. I have stories. Yes. Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yes. I'm messing up the affirmation. So you're good. You're good. You're good. Yeah, different soil. Yes, we don't realize there is different soil. Ooh, profound. Different from that of our precious ancestors, that of our parents, and that of what the racists think we deserve. Yes. Uh-huh. Yep. So true. So true. Yeah. There is different soil. There is different soil. Mm-hmm. Ooh, thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Yes. Okay. Saying no doesn't make me ungrateful. A lot of us who are told that we have to constantly say yes to things that don't feel aligned, that don't feel right to our spirits, that saying no would make us ungrateful. And maybe someone even told us that along the way, that if you do say no, you're so ungrateful. And those of us who are sensitive, we will internalize these messages as, oh my gosh, I am being ungrateful. Maybe going forward, I need to say yes all the time. No, no, because that means life is not going to be sustainable for you if you say yes to everything. And you can't say no. You can. You absolutely can say no. Yeah. Yes. Iconic. Yes. Yes. I have no need to be grateful. Yeah. Yep. Saying no doesn't make me ungrateful. No. Oh, did they really? Oh my gosh. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me, y'all. Woo. Woo. Yes. Yes. And you're welcome. You're welcome. Okay. Alicia Release Artist. I can see you now lighting up. I can see you now lighting up a cigarette and setting your old face job. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Iconic. Iconic. Truly. Yes. I was later told no is a sentence all by itself. It is. It is. You don't have to explain yourself. You don't have to explain why you're saying no. Just no is enough. No, period. That's it. That's it. Yeah. And that's another thing I wish I would have been taught so much earlier, right? It's okay to say no. In fact, you have to. You can't say yes to everything that just comes your way. If you're really prioritizing yourself and your peace. Yeah. Yeah. So inspired. Hey, yeah. I refuse to live in survival mode. This is what RWS wants. Yeah. 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 Survival mode. Yeah. So many of us are living in survival mode, just day to day, trying to make it through. Um, Day to day. And that's real. Because when we're in survival mode, we can't access things like our higher selves, right? Our imaginations, our abilities to dream. When we're just in survival mode, we're very much down here. And the society that we live in likes to keep us down here because there's power in our imaginations. There's power in us dreaming of, things in the future of things we want to do, of our creativity. Yeah. No guilt, no explanations, just no. Just no. That's it. Yes. There have been times. Yeah. 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 Yes. Yes, y'all. Thank y'all so much for commenting. As we near the last page, thank you. I just want to thank you so much for being here. Um, this was actually terrifying for me, so just transparent. To read this, always to share your art and what you've created feels very vulnerable. So thank you for being um, a safe place, safe environment to do that. Um, yeah, just want to thank y'all for that. Yes, day to day. Yep. A lot of us are kept in that. A lot of us are kept in that. And the societal conditions leave us to have to live like that. So that's nothing that we're doing. We're just trying to survive. Mm-hmm. Yep. Ashley, yes. Yes, I wish I had learned the boundary of no sooner, but with all the pressures we face as Black women, we often learn to respect no after a serious health scare. Mhm. That's real. That's real. Yeah. Yeah. And then unfortunately, it does take, we do get to the point of having our health impacted severely to where we realize we have to say no. We can't say yes to everything that comes our way. Yeah. I can relate to that. Thank you. Yes, 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 yes. Feel the love. Yes. In disciplining us as children, our parents accidentally stole our agency. Saying no when I was a kid was a guaranteed butt whooping with a wide leather belt called Johnny. So I never said no to my mom. Yep. Yep. Stole our agency. Pivotal. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And how does this set us up going forward in adulthood when we do have to establish boundaries to protect ourselves? Now we're afraid to do it because we have the memory in our minds of when I did say no, I experienced a physical thing. That's real. Excuse me, y'all. But yeah, yeah. Powerful. I forgive myself for the choices I made when I didn't understand my power. Yeah. Yeah. I like that one. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. The last page. Yes. Or is this the second to last page? Oh, this is the second to last page. Oh no, it's the last page. Okay, we good. We good. Okay. I honor my intuition over someone else's opinion. I honor my intuition over someone else's opinion. Our intuitions are powerful. Our intuitions give us messages, right? Feelings that we have. I have a lot of thoughts on this, but we're taught to constantly seek other people's stamp of approval. Do they approve of what I'm doing? Rather than sitting with, how does this feel to me? Does this feel right to me? Does this person saying that, is that aligned with how I know that I deserve to be treated? Even though they're telling me that it's okay that they're talking to me like this, something in my spirit doesn't sit well with me. So that's real. Yeah. I forgive myself for the choices I made when I didn't understand my power. Yeah. Ooh. And that was like to my younger self, right? I didn't understand my power because everyone around me told me that I didn't have any for so long. And it's just now tapping into the fact that no, I'm actually very powerful. We're all very powerful. Yeah. And it's okay to forgive yourself. Please do. Self forgiveness is key. Yeah. I can get quiet to hear the answers. It's never too late to reset my life. As long as I have breath, I can change my surroundings. I forgive myself for not knowing what I didn't know. We're new here. We're new here on earth. We're not going to know everything until we go through it, and then hindsight is 2020, right? But at the moment, in the moment, going through it, we're just making the decisions, the best decisions that we can with the information we have at the time. It's okay to forgive yourself if now you look back and like, I wish I would have made a different decision. You didn't have that information back then. That's part of the work of undoing shame, which is something I'm very passionate about. Undoing shame, unlearning shame, externalizing the shame that we have internalized as something being wrong with us. No, nothing's wrong with you. Nothing's wrong with you. Oh, yeah. I can't wait to see this from the beginning. Yes, yes. Yes. Yeah. All the more reason I'm not going to whip my kids if I have any. No way I'm repeating that cycle of breaking curses. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. And there's an Instagram page I follow, Latinx Parenting. She does a lot of work on the trauma that's caused just by parenting, and understanding the roots of that are in colonization and enslavement, the way that we parent our children a lot, and unlearning that is key, I think, for future generations. Yeah. 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 We're new. We're new here. We're new here. Yes. We are new earthlings trying to figure this thing out. Yeah. Yep. Intuition over gaslighting. Yep. Tap into your intuition, which is not always the easiest thing to do when you have been gaslighted for so long. You've been told your intuition is wrong. Tapping back into that. But if you can do it slowly by bringing your awareness to what you're feeling, bringing your awareness back to your body through breath, through things like meditation, visualization, journaling, voice noting, anything that brings you back to you allows you to tap back into your intuition, and wards off those feelings of self gaslighting that a lot of us experience. Yeah, absolutely. You will oh, yeah, yeah. Yes. Yes, this has been amazing, y'all. This has been everything and more. So thank you. Yeah. Can we imagine that we start a community where we raise children differently, treat them with agency? Ooh, that part. Yep. That's real. That's real. Treat them with agency. Because often our agency is taken away from such a young age, whether that be by caregivers, teachers, and then we're expected to have all this agency when we reach adulthood. Well, you just told me my agency was wrong for my whole life. You told me that I couldn't raise concerns. When I tried to, you'd silence my voice. And so now when I reach adulthood, I'm just supposed to magically have that back in. I had it at one point. You told me it was wrong, though. So we're having to relearn ourselves in adulthood all the time because of the things that we experienced in childhood. So what if we didn't have that, future generations? What if they didn't have to go through that? Yeah. What if they never had their agency questioned? Ooh, the thoughts. Yep. Okay. I can give myself permission to dream of new possibilities. I can let my mind wander and be free. I can start over as many times as I need to. I trust that I can always begin again. Yeah. And that is the last affirmation, y'all. Thank you. Thank you again for being here. Yeah, this is incredible. We're new here. Just hit me in the heart. Oh, yeah, we are. We're all new here. We're all new here. Yep. Learning from each other, learning as we experience life, right? Just taking those lessons, applying them as we go forward. There's all this pressure to know everything. How are we supposed to know everything? We're new here. We're new. Yeah. 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 Jay, yeah. Which affirmation has been the most transformational in your life? Ooh, that's a good question. That's a good question. I feel like one of these just, let's see. Huh. Let's see. There's so many. There's so many that just hit. I think I don't have to stay chained to a sinking ship. I can break my own shackles and free myself. I think that one was the most powerful for me. Having studied the Middle Passage, which was the route that a lot of our ancestors took from the west coast of Africa to the Americas, to the Caribbean, to the Americas. There are no words for the horror of that journey, even having read narratives, firsthand narratives of that. Seeing the pictures doesn't do it justice. But I think just hearing stories of people who literally who broke their own shackles, right? All throughout history, breaking your own shackles. We're taught in oppressive systems, we have to wait for the key to unlock ourselves. When really it's the whole time. We have the power to do that the whole time, but they try to convince us otherwise. So I think that affirmation has been very powerful for me. Yeah. And just honestly, like the people who jumped overboard. Unfortunately, I know that's very hard for me to even say and sit with, but to free themselves and having that image in my mind that, yeah, freedom, the pursuit towards freedom. Sometimes you have to do that. Yeah. Yay, yay, yay. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that, y'all. I am going to read the last thing I wrote, but yeah, thank you. Oh, thank you for the flowers. I appreciate that. Yes. Natural LID, thank you. Soulfully beautiful. Oh, thank you. Yes. Yes. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. If I get the money to buy land in Mexico and start something, it's going to be a movie. Okay. We waiting. Yes. 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 Oh, thank you. Yes. I appreciate that. And yes, it is free to download COCOON, that is Affirmations for Transformation, through Sunday, November 5th, as an ebook. But yeah, just to end this. Friend, you are everything. You are beautiful. You are worthy. You deserve joy. You deserve rest. You deserve care. You have the power to pivot. You can transform whenever you want to. So, yeah. Yay. Thank y'all so much. And I'm not going to read the bio because that's a little too self-promoty for me, but the bio is on the last page. Still growing through self-promotion. And this was definitely an exercise in that tonight. But thank y'all. Thank y'all for being here. I do appreciate it. Yes, yes. Thank y'all for commenting, for sharing your stories. Hopefully these affirmations resonated tonight, and reading them out loud kind of was a little bit healing, I hope, in this chaos that we find ourselves in this world. Yeah. The universe is millions of years old. We are babies. Yes. Yes, we're babies. Yep. Makes me think about trauma in my childhood. I felt like a sinking ship with my abusive parent, but I broke free. Yeah. Thank you for sharing that and sending you love. Yeah. Yep. Yep. A lot of these toxic environments, again, feel like sinking ships too. So yeah, that's my favorite affirmation, I think. Yeah, thank y'all. Thank y'all. I appreciate it. Yes. Yes. And I did link Lavendula's book, The Box, in the description, as well as Alicia's books that she has. Yes. I love that. Yeah. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yes. I appreciate that. Yeah. I appreciate that. You're welcome. You're welcome. Oh, okay. Let me see. Let me see. It is only right to finish the whole book. Okay. As a passionate healer, Marissa Price, MSW, recognizes the profound connection between mental health and societal oppression. She is dedicated to educating individuals about the far-reaching impacts of oppression on mental well-being, and offers practical solutions for healing from the deep-seated shame that many of us internalize throughout our lives. Her ultimate mission is to create a safe space for growth, self-discovery, and healing. Yeah. So yes, that was a bonus exercise. So yes. Yeah. Oh, I appreciate that. And thank you for creating the garden. Thank you. Yeah. Yes. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for the gentle nudge, because I was not going to read that. I appreciate that. Yes. I appreciate that. Yes. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. Alicia's books are linked in the description. Yeah. Yeah. Lavendula, thank you. Thank y'all. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. No, slow down and let us revel. Okay. Okay. Understood. Understood. Yes. Yes. And don't forget the master's degree. Let them know. Okay. Yes, I do have a master's degree in social work. I do. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Ashley, yes. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Please. Yeah, please email that to me. Yes. And Ashley, again, is having a self care session through Rest to Reset on Saturday, I believe, which is on her channel too, if you want to follow Ashley. Yeah. Lavendula, so glad you felt brave enough to release this. I read a few affirmations every morning before work and it helped me stay centered. So, well, yay! Thank you, thank you, thank y'all. I do appreciate it. Yeah. Yep. This self promotion is hard. It's so hard, especially as an entrepreneur now. I'm still getting used to it, y'all, but I appreciate the gentle nudges. Yes, I appreciate that. Yeah. Let's see. Ashley's channel in here. That is Ashley's channel linked in the chat. If you do want to follow Ashley, please do. She was a guest on my channel a couple of weeks ago when we talked about burnout, specifically for Black women, which you know is unfortunately very prevalent, and tips to address burnout and understand it. So she's hosting a self-care session this Saturday through West to Reset. So yeah. And I did share that on my community tab on YouTube too. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, if you look on my community tab, it is posted there too with the link to register this Saturday. Yeah. I'm like, I paid 70,000. Yeah, it's ridiculous. That's real. That's real. Yeah, you're welcome. You're very welcome. Yeah. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah. Yes, yes, it was. It was a beautiful conversation. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and burnout again. Burnout is real, especially in these times with everything happening around us. Plus, being in toxic work environments, a lot of us are going through it. A lot of us are going through it. So, yes. Oh, yes, yes. Please review if you have read Cocoon, it resonated with you. Please leave a review on Amazon because that really does help me. So I would love that too. Thank you, Ashley. Yeah. Know the sunshine. FY, one of my favorite affirmations, God or universe, where will you have me go? Okay. Who will you have me talk to? What will you have me say? Ooh, I love that. I love that. Where will you have me go? Who will you have me talk to? What will you have me say? Ooh. Thank you for sharing that, Little Sunshine. Yeah. Just asking those questions, right? I love that. Because a lot of us feel like we can't even ask anymore. We don't have anyone to ask. But just asking them out loud, I can see the power in that. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. We are healing. We are. Yes. We're healing together. We're healing together. Yeah. You sharing your affirmations actually supports others to build their resilience, Marissa. Micro resilience. Ah, yes, yes, yes. And resilience was another thing we talked about in our interview. The interview I did with Ashley on my channel. Yes. And not viewing resilience in the way that it's typically regarded, but viewing it in a different way. Yeah. Love that. Yeah. 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 Thank you. Thank you. It is. It is gorgeous. I gotta put it up again. Where will you have me go? Who will you have me talk to? What will you have me say? That is so powerful. That is so powerful. Ooh. And your subconscious will find the answer. Ooh. Your subconscious will find the answer. That part. Yep. Because a lot of times we feel like we have to have all the answers ourselves. Just us. What if we just asked, released control, just asked and waited for it to be downloaded to us? Give it time and space because we're so rushed all the time that we need the answers now. Why? Where are we going to? Where are we going to? Sit with it. Yeah. Mhm. Okay, Miriam. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Jay, yeah, this was so wonderful. We can still come together and show each other kindness. Yeah, we can. We can. Yes. This has been incredibly healing for me too. So thank y'all so much for sharing, being here, um, downloading, purchasing Cocoon. I appreciate it all, truly. and just the community that has been fostered here. I never take that for granted because the internet can be a scary place and an unsafe place, but this feels safe. So thank you. I'm gonna make sure I review my white academia voice. Marissa utilizes language with an unprecedented world-shifting healing magic. This literature is revolutionary work. Yes. Thank you. Not a white academia voice. Yes. Yes. It does. It does. It feels safe. Yeah. And Rebloom Room, I think, said it like community therapy. Just sharing our stories. That's it. It's as simple as that. Sharing our life stories, and seeing how they overlap, connect, seeing how we can learn from each other, kind of unlearning the colonized model of education that one person has to be the supreme ruler over everyone else and just talk down to people. We actually learn in a circle from people sharing their stories, inputting their knowledge, and that's how we really grow. I love that model of education and healing and community knowledge sharing. Yeah. So thank y'all so much again as we're wrapping up. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Just yeah. Of course, subconscious has been through it. Yes. I stifled and smothered her for decades because I was ignoring her warnings about a toxic career and job. Yeah. Yeah. I had to ask her for forgiveness. My subconscious has to forgive me for not listening. I'm listening now, girl. Speak to me. That's powerful. That's powerful. Just even saying that. Please speak to me. Please speak to me. I'm ready to receive the lessons now. Maybe back then I wasn't. Now I am. Speaking that out loud, that's powerful. There's a shift in energy there. And all we are is energy. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, y'all. Um, yeah, hearts, yeah, yeah. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. And having come from a toxic work environment, where again my emphasis area was community development, saw that that was not the case where I was, but this feels like the real community development that I was led to. So I greatly, greatly appreciate you all being here, sharing your stories, sharing your knowledge with me. Don't take any of it for granted. I really don't. But yeah, I hope y'all have a beautiful Thursday night. And until next time, bye, y'all. Appreciate you being here.